Good day, everyone. I am Oluwabukumi of MadeRoyals. Today, I want to teach us how to understand the calibration on our tape measure. This is a tape measure. It's a flexible long strip and it is graduated in inches and also in centimeter. This one is the 60 inches by 150 cm. We have other ones that are longer than this. And this is another variant of tape measure. You can see that the width is as twice as this. So if you have different tape measure in your workspace, you might want to compare the calibration so that anytime you're working and you want to use them interchangeably, you'll be rest assured that it is the same thing. If you have compared your own like this and you discover that the calibrations are not the same thing, please make sure you stick to one tape. That is, the tape that you use in taking your client's measurements should also be the same tape you will use when you are making the garments. But if you have gone ahead to do this checking and you discover that it is the same thing, then you can use them interchangeably. Like this now, you can see that they are the same thing. Then also we have some type of tape measure that when you buy them, you discover that this melter plate at the end does not have a hole. If you have those type of tape, you might want to remove the melter plate, because as you continue to use it, the melter plate will tend to shift and then it will shift backwards and it will start to add to your measurements. That can also add to fitting issue. This tape, what we basically use it for is to measure human body and for measuring fabrics. So this inches part, let me use this one because the metal plate has covered some calibrations here. So let me use this one. So this one will be more easier for us to learn with. So this is the inches part. When you're starting your reading, it will usually begin from 0. So from this is 0 to 1 inch, we have 8 lines in between. 8 lines in between. So the first line is 0. This second line is 1/8. This third line is 2/8, 3/8, 4/8, which is the same thing as half, 5/8, 6/8, which is the same thing as 3/4, 3/4. So this is 7/8 and this is 8/8. 8/8 is the same thing as what? 1. So for us to understand it better, I've gone ahead to do the calibration here. At this point, if you have your own tape, you can bring it out so that you learn as I'm explaining. If you study it very well, you will see that it is the same thing that I have on this tape that I've gone ahead to draw. I have 3 methods of explaining this inches calibration for you. So stay tuned and understand the methods, all the methods that I have to teach you. At least if you didn't understand the first one, you should understand the second and also the third. Do you? And I know that you even understand the first one. So now you can see longer line followed by short line, then followed by the next longer line, you see, followed by this. Then we have the longer line again, that is longer than this one and this. Then after this, we still have another short line, which is this. We have this, which is this, then also the longest line, which is now 1. So that is what I've drawn. So we are learning the inches calibration first. Actually, the centimeter part is the most accurate part because it has all the points that you can get when you are dividing in the course of constructing the garment. But you know, in Nigeria, a lot of us are familiar with inches. So that is why it is necessary for us to understand the line. Don't forget that I said we have 0. This one is 1/8. This one is 2/8. 2/8 is the same thing as what? Quarter, which is 1/4. If you further divide it, you have 1/4. So this one is what? 2/8. This is 3/8. This is 4/8. If you further divide this 4/8, you have what? You have 1/2, which is half. 1/2 is the same thing as 0.5, which is half. So if you continue, this is 4/8, this is also 5/8, this is 6/8. 6/8 is still divisible by 2. If you divide this by 2, you have what? 3/4, which is 3/4. I hope you understand. So this is 7/8, and this is what? 8/8. 8/8 is the same thing as 1. 8/8, 8 divided by 8 is the same thing as 1. So this is 1. That is this visible one that we can see on our tape now. So this is 1/8, 2/8, which is quarter, 3/8, 4/8, which is half, 5/8, 6/8, 7/8, 8/8, which is 1. So this next one is what? 1/8. This one is 1/2/8, which is 1/4. This is 1/3/8. This is 1/4/8, which is what? 1.5. So if you need to locate 1.5 on your tape, you know that this from here to here is half. if you have to locate 1 1/4 on your tape, you should know that this is 1. This next longer line is quarter. So this is 1 1/4. I hope you get the gist like that. So that is how it continues. So that is how the readings is. So now let's say you now want to use your calculator to divide, Probably you have measured your client and maybe the hips is 30, and you need to do the division. When you press your division on calculator, what you will be getting is decimal. So that is what will bring us to the second method, which is learning the decimal. You already know that this from 0 to 1 on your tape, from 0 to 1, you have what? You have 8 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is the starting point, which is 0 to 1, you have 8. So number 1, you already know that it is 1/8. So this 1/8, if you press it on your calculator, if you press 1 divided by 8 on your calculator, you're going to have what? You're going to get 0.125. That is what you will get. You can do the checking as I speak. So that is to tell you that if you're going by the decimal, this first one will now be what? 0.125. So this first one that we say is 1/8. In decimal, it is what? 0.125. So the next one will be, because it has interval of 1/8 in between, like this one is increment of 1/8. This other one too is another increment of 1/8, which is what? 0.125. So this next one will be what? 0.125. Plus another 0.125. You get what? You get 0.25, which is quarter. Or you already know that this one, this is 1/8, this is 2/8. By the time you press 2/8 on your calculator, 2 divided by 8 on your calculator, you're going to get what? 0.25. I hope you get the gist. So if you like, you can continue to be adding 0.125 to all this number, to all this value. So this one will be what? The starting point is 0. The next one will be what? 0.125. This next one will be 0.125 plus 0.125, because you only have increments of 0.125 from here to here. Do you get the gist? So if you had it like that, you have 0.25, which is quarter. This next one, you had another 1.25 to it. You're going to be getting what? You're going to get 0.375 till you get to 1. This one will give you 0.5, which is half. Or you go by, this is 1/8, this is 2/8, this is 3/8, this is 4/8. So by the time you press 4/8 on your calculator, you get what? You get 0.5, which is half. I hope you get the gist. So that is how to learn the calibration. It's just for you to know that from here to here is 8 value, and this is 1/8, 2/8, 3/8, like that. You get to 1. This is 1. This is 1. This next one is 1/8. So the value after this one will be what? 1/8. So if you press 1/8 on your calculator, I've told you that it's going to give you what? 0.125. So this next value will be what? 1.125. And this next one will be what? 1.25. Do you understand? This next one will be what? 1.375. And this next one will be what? 1.5. I hope you get the logic like that till you get to 2. This next one also will be addition of 1.25. Do you understand? The same thing with this. This one will be what? 1.75. You get your 2. And I hope you know how we arrived at 0.125. 1/8 is the same thing as what? 0.125. And this first bar is 1/8. This first bar is 1/8 because we have 8 bars on this line. So this is 1, this is 0. The starting line is 0. This is 1/8. So because you cannot get fraction on your calculator, if you're using calculator, if you press 1/8 on your calculator, you're going to have this 0.125. So that is how the readings continue. So it is safe or smart for you to know that this is half, this is quarter, this is 3/4, and this is 1. So the third method, we assume from 0 to 1 to be a circle or an orange. So let's say we have one orange like this. Do you get? That is from 0 to 1. So if you divide the orange into 2, you're going to have what? You're going to have half and half. And don't forget that half is the same thing as what? 0.5. Half is also the same thing as 0.5. So this is 0 to 1. So let's divide it manually. Let's fold it into 2 like this. So why we fold it into 2? We fold it on what? On half. So this is an old ancient way. You know, if you learned tailoring like 10-15 years ago, you notice those ogas those days, this is how they used to fold the tape. So you see, this is half. So that is half. So if you also go ahead to divide this into 4, this is your circle now. You divide this into 4, you have what? You have 1/4, 1/4, 1/4, which is quarter. Ìlàrin, 1/4. So, you know, this is your half. If you divide this half into another 2 now, you also have what? You have quarter. So it is safe for you to call this line quarter. So as you have this whole thing, if you now need 3/4, 3 out of quarter, you now pick 1. You now pick 3. That is 3/4. You pick 3 out of this quarter. You already know that this is 1/4, this is 1/4, this next line is also 1/4, and this other next line is 1/4. So 3/4, that is 3 out of those quarters. So this is 1/4, 1/4, this is 3/4, which is 3/4, which is 3/4, which is the same thing as what? 0.75. I hope you get the gist. So once you know all this, it will be easier for you to know the rest. You will now know that this is 1, this is 1/4, this is 1/2, this is what? 1/3, and this is 2. So if you need 7.5, this is 7. It is safe for you to call this quarter. It is safe for you to call this half. It is safe for you to call this 3/4. So if you need 7/3, this is 7/3. If you need 7.5, this is 7.5. If you need 7.25, this is 7.25. If you need 7/1/8, this is 7/1/8. So it's as simple as that. You can see that it's not difficult. So that is just this. Now let's move to the centimeter. Okay, before we move to the centimeter, let me show you another application of this folding of a thing. Let's say you have to divide your hip. Let's say you measure your client and the hip circumference or the bust, whatever, is, let's say it's 30 inches. And you want to divide it into 4. You know, most times in garment construction, especially when you are doing free garment, you tend to divide your measurement by 4. And you divide this by 4 now. It's going to give you 7.5. You already know that this is 7.5. But there are some measurements that you need to press calculator. It's because this one is just 30. That is straightforward. So if you are not closer to calculator, you can quickly fold your tape. You just locate that point on your tape, which is 30, and you want to divide it by 4. You want to divide that 30 by 4. So you now pick the 0 like this. You place it on that 30. Then you fold your tape into 2. You see? This is 30. This is 0. So by the time you fold it into 2 like this, you're going to get the division by half. So it's to fold for you on what? On the 15. Do you see? So on this 15 now, if you fold it again, on that 15, if you fold again, you make sure that the 0 is on this 15. I hope you see. Then you fold again. By the time you fold again, like this, you see, you press it, you see it on that 7.5. I hope you get the gist. So that's how to do the folding of the thing. So now let's move to the centimeter part of our tape. I told us that the centimeter part is the most accurate part because as we have this division to be 8 on the inches, it is not 8 on the centimeter, it is 10. That is, from zero to 1, we have what? We have 10 lines. So can we count together? You can count that on your tape. You will see that the lines are 10. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So each bar, each line stands for what? 0.1. So this is 0, which is your starting line. I've told you that the starting of every reading is usually from what? From 0. It's usually from what? From 0. So this is 0. This next one is what? 0.1. I hope you get the gist. This next one is what? 0.2. This next one is 0.3, 0.4. This is half, which is what? 0.5, 0.6, 0.7, 0.8, 0.9, and this is 1, which is 1, which is 1.0, which is 1, like that. And if you want to go by the fraction, this is 0. This next one is what? 1 over 10. If you press 1 over 10 on your calculator, you're going to get 0.1. I hope you get the gist. So this is 1 over 10. This is 2 over 10. This is what? 3 over 10. 4 over 10. This is 5 over 10. If you press 5 over 10 on your calculator, you're getting half. If you press half on your calculator, you get 0.5. I mean, if you cut 5 over 10 further, you get half. If you press half on your calculator, you still arrive at 0.5. I hope you get the gist. So this one is also 6 over 10, 7 over 10, 8 over 10, 9 over 10, and 10 over 10 is the same thing as what? 1. So this next one is what? 1.1, 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, and this is 1.5, which is 1.5. This next one is what? 1.6, 1.7, 1.8, 1.9, and then you get to 2. So that is how the reading is on the centimeter. So no matter how you divide, you will always get your points. Now, some people might say, okay, what if I've measured my clients in centimeter, or I've measured my clients in inches, and I want to convert to centimeter? It is very simple. We have a converter. The converter says 1 centimeter, 1 inch. 1 inch is the same thing as what? 2.54 cm. So if you need to convert, let's say you want to convert 30 inches to centimeter, now 30 inches to cm. So you just multiply 30 by 2.54 and you get something around 76.2 in centimeter. And if you don't want to go through this route, you can do everything on your tape since it has already been calibrated. So what you just do is you just locate that point on your tape. So this is 30 inches, and you want to know the centimeter equivalent. If you just flip it like this, you will not really get the equivalent. So what you just do is, this is 30, so you just fold on that 30 like this. You fold it like this. Can you see? So by the time you fold it on that 30 like this, you just locate where this one is resting on. So you can see is here. Is here. So this is, so you can see that this thing is resting here. You can do this thing that I'm doing with your own tape rule on your hand so that you can get it one and for all. Can you see now? So this big line is 76. So this is 76.1 and this is what? 76.2. I hope you get the gist. So that is just, and the same thing goes with the cm. If you have taken, let's say you take your measurement to be 60 centimeter and you want to convert that to inches and you don't want to go through the stress of pressing your calculator using the conversion. So this is 60. You know, this is 60. So you just do what? You just fold on that 60 like this. Once you fold on that 60 like this, then you do what? You locate that point. So once you locate that point, so 60 centimeter now. So that tells you that 60 cm will be what? This is 23. 60 cm will be what? This is 23. This is what? This is 23 and a half. To give you like 23.625. 23.625. So if you use this conversion, you should get something around this. I hope that is clear. So thank you for watching. I am Oluwabukunmi of MadeRoyals Fashion Academy. Thank you for watching till the end. Remember to subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. I love you. Bye-bye.